The Excellence in Education Foundation is part of the critical funding framework for Prince George's County Public Schools. And this is the event of the year we've all been waiting for, the annual Hall of Fame Gala. We've got VIPs from the corporate, government, and education space, musical performances, compelling storylines, and the induction of our next Hall of Fame class. The local community coming together to support your school district, your children. Prepare to be entertained and empowered as we come together to support the next generation of Prince George's County Public School students. Grab a seat. The show is about to begin. The Gilbane Building Company is a proud title sponsor of the PGCPS Second Annual Hall of Fame Gala. They strongly support the efforts of the Excellence in Education Foundation, and they congratulate this year's Hall of Fame inductees. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second annual PGCPS Hall of Fame Gala. My name is Kamie Kelly. I'm going to be your host for the evening. I have a radio show on Sirius XM Heart and Soul, the voice of ESPN, the voice of Monday Night Football. But that's not important. The thing is, I'm a proud Prince Georgian. Shout out to the class of 1990 Friendly High School, ladies and gentlemen. So we're here at the gala. Unfortunately, this year has to be virtual because of COVID-19, so we want to remain safe. Because I know you're looking at this jacket and you want to touch it, right? You're saying, is that velvet? But nah, you can't touch this because you got to keep 6 feet of distance. But normally, we would be here together, so we're going to make this as normal as possible. So would you follow me and let me show you the MGM? All right, come on. Got to get the Bentley parked.
How you doing, Mr. Kelly?
What's up, boy? So here we are in the lobby of the MGM National Harbor. I told you I was going to show you all around. We're trying to make this as normal as possible. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe this is why they named this the MGM Grand, because look at all this grandeur. And they set this up like every season. You got the waterfalls, you got these dragonfly things, the leaves. And check this out. This is real foliage. Look at that there. Whew. Man, we're going to have a good time tonight at this Hall of Fame Gala, understand me? So if you remember last year, we had Sugar Ray Leonard, we had Senator Mike Miller, and we had the singing sensation Kenny Lattimore as Hall of Fame inductees. But this year going to be great too. So look at this picture right here. I took this off my mantle. And some of you may recognize this guy. You might have been in class with him, but if you don't know him, he's going to be in the show a little later on. And I'm going to just say this. He is out of this world, so hold tight for that. But right now, we get ready to get the party started. We got some singing. Ladies and gentlemen, please show love for the Surrattsville High School Choir.
On behalf of the entire Surrattsville Hornet family, we just want to inspire, encourage, and motivate everyone to keep smiling and to keep persevering. A lovely day is on the way. As a matter of fact, it starts right now.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, it's something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, when I look at you, and the world's alright with me. We gon' be on. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. When I look at you, and the world's alright with me. We gon' be on.
I understand your trouble. Stuck in the houses, but never home, and we broke cause we jobless and we can never hustle. Yeah, I'm grateful for every day I happen to be living, and we in the cold world. It's time to start the ignition.
Just one look at you. A lovely day.
sounds so good, don't you agree? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Surrattsville High School Choir singing that Lovely Day, Lovely Day. That was my song. Y'all better be glad I couldn't jump over there in your virtual box, because I'd have been bringing up that bass. But now we see why they win all those concerts. You guys were lovely. Yes. All right, so that's what this gala is all about, the Hall of Fame Gala, supporting students just like those in that choir that you just saw. So the foundation does a lot of wonderful things. We got scholarships, of course, supplies, and they're providing internet access while we're dealing with these COVID-19 times that we're living in. So we want you to help too. If you look right there at the bottom of your screen, you can text PGCPS HOF to 44321. Again, that's PGCPS HOF to 44321. Got it? Okay, cool. So look, this guy right here, we're gonna see him a little later on in the show. He is a record-breaking coach. This lady right here, you're gonna see her a little later on in the show as well. She is breaking barriers in the sports world. So keep that in mind. But right now, there's a lot of people who wanna say hello to you at home. So coming to the stage first, ladies and gentlemen, would you show love and welcome our CEO from Prince George's County Public Schools, Dr. Monica Golson.
Thank you so much, Cayman, for those kind words. I am so proud to be the Chief Executive Officer of Prince George's County Public Schools and to be a part of this historic and monumental event. The Excellence in Education Foundation's Hall of Fame Annual Gala truly represents what Prince George's County Public Schools is all about in several ways. It provides an opportunity for us to celebrate our amazing alumni. Prince George's County Public Schools has produced some of the most renowned innovators, athletes, entertainers, and change agents in the world. They all make us Prince George's County Public School proud. We also use this opportunity to celebrate our dedicated and gifted staff. During this program, you're going to meet some dynamic people who work hard every day to ensure our children have the nutrition they need and the technology required to be successful in the classroom. We will highlight our 134,000 brilliant scholars and reinforce all they have to offer and more. And finally, this program allows us to thank you. We are nothing without community stakeholder support, and we truly appreciate you. Speaking of thank yous, I'd like to acknowledge the hard work of the Excellence in Education Foundation board members and the one-woman staff. The foundation's work is critical to the success of Prince George's County Public Schools, and I encourage those of you watching to please donate to the foundation. Every dollar supports our students. I'll be back a little later to help induct our 2020 Hall of Fame class. But until then, please welcome my friend and amazing leader, Prince George's County Executive, Angela Alsobrooks.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Prince George's County Public Schools Hall of Fame Gala. Last year, we sold out the MGM as we celebrated the inaugural Hall of Fame class. This year, the COVID-19 pandemic created challenges to overcome, but we appreciate all of your hard work to pull this event off. Last year's gala was extremely successful, raising $165,000 for senior scholarships. This year, we want to raise even more, hoping to close the digital divide in our schools. We also want to continue addressing food insecurities through the PGCPS Hot Meals Initiative. Thank you all for participating in this important cause, and congratulations again to this year's Hall of Fame inductees. We are truly Prince George's proud of each and every one of you, and we thank you for the work you do in our community.
Thank you so much, County Executive Angela Alsobrooks, for those inspiring words. My name is Edward Burrows, and I'm the Vice Chair of the Prince George's County Board of Education. But more importantly, I'm a 2010 graduate of Crossland High School. I want to thank every single person who contributed to this gala, because by doing so, you're supporting thousands of Prince George's County Public School students. This year is a year like none other because of this pandemic. With your support, we're going to continue to curb the digital divide to ensure that all of our young people have access to internet and equipment. We're also going to continue to feed students during this pandemic to ensure that we don't have any student that goes hungry in our county. I want to sincerely thank all of the sponsors and all of the participants who helped make this gala a reality. And next, you'll hear from our board chair, Dr. Alvin Thornton.
Greetings. I'm Dr. Alvin Thornton, chairperson of the Prince George's County Board of Education. On behalf of the 14 members of the Board of Education, I want to extend thanks to Dr. Golson and her team and Ms. Thea Wilson and the Excellence in Education Foundation for the work they have done to make this award ceremony successful. On behalf of the board, I want to extend our appreciation to the 8 award recipients who are graduates of our school system and who are national and state leaders. We thank you for the example that you set for our students. Each year, we send forward more than 8,000 graduates to provide service and leadership for our nation. Among those graduates, thanks to the work of the Excellence in Education Foundation, we're able to award scholarships to those students. It takes a village to raise our children, and with your support, we're able to do so.
So we want to say thank you to the local leaders for stopping through to say hello, and hopefully you feel welcome. You know, they stop through, make you feel right at home for our 2nd annual Hall of Fame Gala. My name's Kamey Kelly, and by the way, please take a look at this fantastic view. This is why they call this the DMV. You got Virginia over here, of course we're standing in Maryland, and DC is somewhere over there, but it's DC, Maryland, and Virginia. But listen, it's a gala, so it's a party, it's a celebration, so with any party, you got to have you some music. So this next guy that I want to bring your way, he is a staple on the Billboard charts. And get this, did you know this brother got a law degree from Georgetown? Yeah, a musician with a law degree. But I don't have to tell you about all his accolades. I'm gonna show you what he do. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Marcus Johnson.
Kamey, thank you so very much. And for all of you all who are watching, my name is Marcus Johnson. I have my guys here with me today, Biscuit Bynum on drums, Chucky Caldwell. And it is amazing what we are doing here today to celebrate the Prince George's County Public Schools Foundation and marking their excellence in what they're doing in the community. I've had chances to go into schools. I didn't know until I went in about their Montessori schools that they have. And watching kids learn French immersion and reading books like Clifford to them in French or having them read them to me, I thought it was, it was stunning. So the work that they're doing here is great. So make sure not only that you support them now, but that you share what we're doing today with all of your friends and family. But I don't have a whole bunch of time to talk. I'm gonna get into some stuff. I'll talk later about my education and its importance, but it's about a little music right now. Biscuit, take us away, brother.
At Gilbane, we're focused on delivering dynamic communities and building more than buildings. As one of the nation's oldest and largest family-owned investment, construction, and real estate development firms, we've delivered over $3 billion of social infrastructure projects, including K-12 schools. Together, we bring one company with endless potential. Gilbane, building the future.
The more care you put into something, the better it will be. It's why you put so much into everything you do. And it's why United Healthcare has so many ways to take care of you, like supporting your physical and mental health, helping make sure you're not surprised by prescription costs, and connecting you to care whenever you need it. Because like you, United Healthcare knows what care can do.
Whew. Marcus, that was good. Ain't nothing like some good music at a celebration. But you know, you always supposed to have some food at a good celebration too. So, thank you, sir. So we're gonna tantalize your taste buds right about now, well, virtually. We'll try to email you a piece of little something, something. But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Food Network star and Oxon Hill High School culinary instructor, Chef Ian Bartley.
Hey, Cayman, how's it going, my friend? Man, I know we can't do this in person. You can't be tasting this great dish, but I got with me here one of my students, Ms. Talia Washington. Hello. We have an incredible meal that we're about to wow you with. So let's jump in and make this happen.
Definitely.
Remember, we're not putting too much oil on the bottom of the pan because we're not frying the lamb. This is called a presentation. Please, I'm gonna put that down first. All that, not butter, all that fat is gonna melt, give me a really nice color.
So after they're pan-seared, I'm gonna put them on this plate, let them cool off a little bit.
Okay, I turned it on. Make sure you scrape the bottom right. All right, so let's look at the lamb real quick. So I got a nice, beautiful color.
Beautiful right there.
Okay, flip it over.
And then the other side.
Yep, just get a little color. Remember I said I didn't chop the rosemary too fine because I want people to see that they're getting rosemary. 400-degree oven for we're gonna leave it in there between 15 to 20 minutes. As long as I'm cooking, just the passion of knowing what I'm doing, it just fills me up. Our grit cake, get your pan nice and hot. I said we're not deep frying it, so I don't need a lot of oil. Look here, Talia, see I got a nice little golden color going. With the mushrooms, I'm just gonna saute it. I'm gonna hit it with some sherry.
So now I'm placing the grit cakes on the plate for presentation. You try not to do it in the center of the plate because it just kind of throws it off. It looks a little better when it's off center. It's gonna look as beautiful as possible.
Now you can be like, don't be scared. I'm gonna top it off with a little bit of parsley. Wipe your plate and you're good to go.
Crispy grit cakes with Cajun shrimp.
All right, so we have our beautiful rack of lamb, okay? What we did was we let it rest for about 15 minutes or so after it's cooked. So here we have the mashed sweet potato. We have our asparagus, put them down. Okay, put a nice portion of asparagus. The sauce. Now that I'm ready to put my lamb on, I'm gonna take my ring off so that holds it in place. Okay, I'm gonna sit. I'm able to get away with two. Just drizzle just a little bit of the sauce. I don't want too much sauce on it. Put just a little touch of parsley on there just to give it another little layer of color. And what really, really goes well with this lamb, okay, is this Chardonnay by Flo. I like this Chardonnay because it has notes of pear, some citrus, which really, really complements the sweet potato on this dish. But then it also has that silky oak type finish to it that complements the grassiness of the asparagus along with the lamb. Herb crusted rack of lamb with a garlic whipped sweet potato and roasted asparagus. Cheers! Back to you, Cayman.
All right, thanks, Chef. That stuff looks delicious. I can't wait to get in my kitchen and try some of that. Did you get hungry? I know I did. But look here, we want this show to be interactive, so I want you to check out my swag bag, and if you want this, I'll tell you how you can get it. First of all, in the swag bag, you got the Flo wine. This is Marcus Johnson's wine. Then you got your 100% cotton apron. It means you cooking in something nice, you want to throw that apron on there so you don't mess it up. And then you're ready to go after you cook. Then you got your autographed recipe cards. I don't know why I just picked this one up. Probably because I love sweets so much, but this is an easy apple cobbler. Look at that there. God almighty. Then you got the souvenir program booklet. Okay, so if you like the contents of this swag bag and you want you one, what you need to do is text PGCPS HOF to 44321 and select PGCPS Hall of Fame. Okay? You got it. All right, so look, we've been telling you about the things that the foundation does all night, so now it's a perfect time to show you what they do. Take a look.
For the 2020-2021 school year, Prince George's County Public Schools will begin our school year on August 31st with a distance learning model.
The things that bind us together strengthen us. The year 2020 has presented challenges no one could have predicted. Producing a budget that satisfies a school system as large as Prince George's County is difficult, with myriad obstacles often creating gaps. The Excellence in Education Foundation steps in to fill those gaps.
When the pandemic hit, we switched gears. We knew that we had to provide meals in a non-congregate setting, and the staff went into action.
On any given day throughout the county, an armada of buses prepare to deliver food that helps our families power through these unprecedented times.
Donations have supported us purchasing insulated totes, hand sanitizing solutions, spray bottles, the PPE.
I've worked at Benjamin Tasker for a good portion of this epidemic. We served probably about 40,000 meals.
Because Prince George's County Schools stepped up to the plate to make sure that children who don't have lunch or breakfast, it stands really strong with us.
And that's not all. Donations to the Excellence in Education Foundation have helped bridge the digital divide.
This is going to be your most important instructional tool this year.
COVID-19 requires school leaders to innovate on the fly.
We've passed out over 90,000 devices.
So you got your Chromebook.
The funding from the foundation has definitely helped as far as purchase additional devices, but it also has significantly helped offset the cost of our internet costs.
As a parent, I feel like I have a lot of support. You know, I'm not alone in the long journey of educating my child.
Creating a pathway for students to continue their education is a bedrock of the foundation's efforts.
My name is Madison Banks. I attend North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University.
To date, the foundation has provided more than $1 million in scholarship funds to Prince George's County Public School students.
It humbled me a lot. It gave me hope. They believe that I can strive in my next step in education. Even though we're in a pandemic, everyone is still humble, determined. And it's great to be surrounded by Black excellence. I make my ancestors happy because they see me getting an education that they might not have, could have received. Put your faith in someone who has dreams. If you put your hope and dreams in them, they can make you proud later on.
That's what this virtual gala is all about. Supporting the more than 134,000 students in our district by any means necessary. It's a clarion call to all of us. We are the impact agents. We are the change makers. And by texting our donation, we help the next generation.
Wow, watching that story really warms my heart. And it reminds me how proud I am to be a part of the Prince George's County Public School System Village and to chair the Excellence in Education Foundation. Hello, I am Steve Proctor. It is my esteemed honor on behalf of the entire Board of Directors to thank all of our sponsors who helped make this year's Hall of Fame Gala a huge success. Believe me when I tell you your financial support helps us change lives one student at a time. We look forward to your long-standing partnership, and on behalf of the Prince George's County Public Schools and our students, from the bottom of my heart, we thank you. And please enjoy the rest of this program.
When life turns upside down, we tend to want things to get back to normal. But should we? At Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield, we're challenging ourselves to change in ways that meet this moment and the ones to come. Because that's what you do when people's health is in your hands. Get back to normal? No, not us. We're getting back to better. Care First. It's not just our name, It's our promise.
Greetings from all of us at GS Proctor & Associates, where for the last 25 years, experience has been our best asset. My name is Trey Proctor, and I am the Vice President. We are proud to be a major sponsor of the PGCPS Hall of Fame Gala and a supporter of the Excellence in Education Foundation. We'd like to extend sincere congratulations to the 2020 Hall of Fame inductees and encourage all community stakeholders to support the work of this great foundation. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Maritha Gay, Chief Integration Officer for Lanier Electronics Group, a small technology firm located in Prince George's County. Our #1 motto is doing things right the first time, and that also means caring for our communities. That's why we're so excited to support the Excellence in Education Foundation for all of the phenomenal work that they do to support our youth. Congratulations to all the inductees this evening. Have a fabulous time, and please donate.
All right, so we're just about ready for our award ceremony, but I want to urge you to stick around because after the awards, we have a big surprise and you don't want to miss this. Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, the Prince George's County Public Schools Hall of Fame induction ceremony. And to get things started, I want to welcome back the CEO of Prince George's County Public Schools, Dr. Monica Goldson.
Thank you so much, Cayman. It is my honor to start tonight's induction ceremony with the Chief Executive Officer's Award of Excellence. This award is given to individuals who graduated from Prince George's County Public Schools, have made significant contributions to the school system, as well as excelled in both their community involvement and professional lives. Our recipient exemplifies Prince George's County Public School greatness, distinction, and definitely achievement. Please join me in congratulating the 2020 Chief Executive Officer's Award of Excellence to Susan O'Malley.
Susan O'Malley, CEO's Award of Excellence. Susan O'Malley is used to being called a trailblazer. As former president of the Washington Capitals and Washington Wizards, O'Malley was the first female president of a professional sports franchise. Even while attending Surrattsville Elementary School, she knew her destiny was to lead a team. Her teachers said it was unrealistic. O'Malley was undeterred. After graduating from Surrattsville High, an internship with the teams led to various positions in the organization. In 1991, O'Malley became the first female president of an NBA franchise in history. She was 29. Deeply committed, O'Malley oversaw the largest ticket revenue increase in the history of the NBA at the time of her retirement. Susan O'Malley, pioneer, leader, legend. Ladies and gentlemen, Susan O'Malley.
I know that Prince George's County is part of my DNA. I graduated from Surrattsville Elementary School, Surrattsville Junior High, Surrattsville Senior High. And my first job was in Landover, Maryland at the great Capitol Center Arena. My brothers and sisters went through the Prince George's County school system. And when we completed our degrees, my mother went to the Prince George's Community College to earn hers. It's part of the fabric of our family. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to those who recognize me, and I'm really grateful for my time in Prince George's County where I took away forever friends and great memories. What a wonderful place to grow up and learn and live. Thanks again. Go Hornets.
Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations to Susan O'Malley. By the way, the Prince George's County Public Schools Hall of Fame honors the lives, the contributions, and accomplishments of alumni who are worthy of recognition as examples to others to emulate. And of course, each inductee serves as an ambassador and proud supporter of our school district. This year's class is exceptional. Our next inductee is a former PGCPS school district student who has distinguished himself with excellence and acknowledged leadership and service to the community. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in congratulating PGCPS Hall of Fame inductee and distinguished public servant, Congressman Steny Hoyer.
Congressman Steny Hoyer, distinguished public servant. At 18 years old, Steny Hoyer did not set out to pursue a life of public service. He had business school in mind until a junior senator from Massachusetts, John F. Kennedy, came to speak at the University of Maryland. The future president wanted more students to enter politics. Hoyer answered. He changed his major, went to law school, and in 1967 was elected to serve in the Maryland Senate. He would later become the youngest state Senate president in Maryland's history at the age of 35. In 1981, he was elected to represent Maryland's 5th District in the U.S. Congress. Today, Congressman Hoyer serves as the House Majority Leader, second in command to Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Congressman Hoyer has always been an advocate for equality, playing a key role to help pass laws, including the Affordable Care Act. House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, Marylander, statesman, leader. Ladies and gentlemen, Congressman Steny Hoyer.
Hello. I'm honored to join you to celebrate our Prince George's County Public Schools, and I am humbled to accept this award. As a proud alumnus of Suitland High School, one thing I remember from those days remains the same: the deep commitment by Prince George's County teachers, staff, and administrators to the quality of learning and the well-being of every student. My experiences as a Prince George's County student helped prepare me for a life of public service. I want to thank the Excellence in Education Foundation for its hard work and partnership in this effort, and my good friend, Dr. Golson. I want to thank you for your leadership as well. You know, Frederick Douglass, a famous Marylander born a slave on the Eastern Shore, once wrote that it is easier to build strong children than it is to repair broken men. That's what Prince George's County School System does, builds strong children. Again, thank you for this award.
Thank you so much. And again, congratulations to Congressman Hoyer. Our next inductee is a former PGCPS school district educator who has distinguished herself as a teacher within the school system and demonstrated exceptional leadership, character, and achievement during her tenure. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating PGCPS Hall of Fame inductee and distinguished educator, Oretha Bridgewaters Sims.
Oretha Bridgewater Sims, distinguished educator. It takes a lot to become a great teacher. One can never truly know how many children's lives were changed for the better by Oretha Bridgewater Sims. An education advocate for over 40 years, Bridgewater Sims brought a passion for learning and a life devoted to others. Her outstanding leadership skills helped guide her in various positions as a teacher, guidance counselor, and an executive officer. As principal for Glenarden Woods Elementary School for 19 years, she led the school in its recognition for outstanding academic excellence, earning the celebrated status as a Maryland Blue Ribbon School. In 2016, Bridgewater Sims was inducted into Maryland Women's Hall of Fame. She said she just wanted to live a life of giving and that we all need to give to make this place a better world. She has done just that. Oretha Bridgewater Sims, educator, trailblazer, leader. Ladies and gentlemen, Oretha Bridgewaters Sims.
I am extremely honored to be inducted into the 2nd annual Prince George's County Public School Hall of Fame as a distinguished educator. I thank my family for supporting me always. I continuously hear from former students and their parents, teachers, administrators, and friends. And I would be remiss if I did not mention the many grandparents who volunteered to partner with me on a regular basis. On a closing note, for those who have touched my life in any way, I am truly grateful. Thanks to the Prince George's County Public Schools for this great honor.
Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations to Miss Aretha Bridgewaters Sims. Our next Hall of Fame inductee is part of a family legacy here in Prince George's County. In fact, his father's name graces one of our administration buildings here in Upper Marlboro. He himself has carved out a hallowed career mentoring young men on and off of the fields of play. He is a history maker indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating PGCPS Hall of Fame inductee and distinguished athlete, Lewis Wilson.
Coach Lewis Wilson, distinguished athlete. Coach Lewis Wilson gets the passion student athletes have to compete and win. He's coached basketball in the Washington, D.C. area for 36 years, most recently at Dr. Henry Wise Jr. High School. And what a scoreboard, winning 700 high school games, one of the greatest milestones in any coach's career. Wilson's teams have racked up state and national championships. 4 times, he was honored as Coach of the Year. He knows basketball is a deep part of the community, but success is not measured by the number of wins. It's in the unique quality of students he's mentored. More than 400 of Coach Wilson's students have received full or partial college and university scholarships, a lasting legacy for a vital community. Lewis Wilson, mentor, mastermind, champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Lewis Wilson.
Good evening. When I found out I was being inducted into the Prince George's County Public School Hall of Fame, I was so excited. I'm just sorry my dad is not alive to see this. You see, I stand on the shoulders of the late, great Lewis Wilson Sr., who always told me, whatever you do, son, set your goals high and work to be the best. Of course, my mom, Florence Wilson, who has always been a guiding light in my life. I would be remiss if I didn't thank my wife, Stacy, my sons, Lewis and Brian, and of course, my brothers and sisters. And to the parents and all the assistant coaches who helped me guide the players for the last 38 years, know that I will treasure the relationship we've had and the lives that we have impacted. And again, I would like to thank the Excellence in Education Foundation for honoring me with the Distinguished Award. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations to Mr. Lewis Wilson. Our next Hall of Fame inductee is well known for her work in the world of journalism. She has multiple years of experience covering stories regionally and nationally, and today is a recognizable face in cable network news. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating PGCPS Hall of Fame inductee and distinguished young leader, Abby Phillip.
Abby Phillip, distinguished young leader. For CNN political correspondent Abby Phillip, politics has always been in her blood. While attending Bowie High School, she was an officer in student government and served as president of the school's National Honor Society. Today, she's covering one of the most challenging presidential elections in modern history. In January, she co-moderated CNN's Democratic presidential debate in Iowa. Phillip has also had a front row seat at the White House, covering the Trump administration for the past 3 years. Before joining CNN, she brought her expertise to the Washington Post, ABC News, and Politico. Despite her heavy travel schedule, Phillip hasn't forgotten her roots. She continues to give back to the community, mentoring the Bowie High School graduates of tomorrow. Abby Phillip, mentor, truth seeker, journalist. Ladies and gentlemen, Abby Phillip.
Thank you so much to the Board of Directors for the Excellence in Education Foundation for Prince George's County Public Schools for this incredible honor. I graduated from Bowie High School 14 years ago, and I never could have imagined that I would be sitting here receiving an honor like this, but it's really a credit to all of my teachers who instilled in me a love of history and a love of writing. Bowie High School was really the place where obviously it all began for me. I went on to Harvard University, and I really would never have even thought to apply had it not been for my incredible teachers who believed in me and pushed me. And I really want to express my gratitude to the incredible teachers and administrators all across Prince George's County who are working really hard right now to do the very best by our students. So thank you again, and I hope everyone has a great night.
Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations to Miss Abby Phillip. Our next Hall of Fame inductee has deep roots in Prince George's County. And no matter where his life has taken him, he's always been willing to step up and help. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating PGCPS Hall of Fame inductee and distinguished humanitarian Sam Brin.
Sam Brin, distinguished humanitarian. Prince George's County has always been home for IT professional Sam Brin. He says the county welcomed his family with open arms when they emigrated from the Soviet Union in the late 1970s as refugees. Brin, born 8 years later, graduated from Eleanor Roosevelt High School in 2005. After attending the University of Maryland, he co-founded a hospitality tech startup. Brin then joined the stock trading app Robinhood. Today, Robinhood is valued at over $11 billion. While believing in the importance of giving back to his community, Brin has directed over $7 million in grants to support Prince George's County, specifically for public school students, small businesses, food pantries, and immigrant groups. Sam Brin, entrepreneur, philanthropist, humanitarian. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Brin.
Thank you so much. It's a great honor to be here and to be able to celebrate excellence in education in Prince George's County. I'm so grateful for my experience as a student, but to me, the county represents so many different experiences and so many different types of people. Ambitious, enterprising people with a lot of character and a lot of movement, often in search of a better life for themselves or for their families. Prince George's also represents a lot of untapped potential, and that's why I have invested and will continue to invest in the youth. So thank you so much again. It's a great honor, and everyone be well, and let's keep it going. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations to Mr. Sam Brin. And now to our final two awards of the night, and both of these have big wow factors. Our next inductee has been involved with some of the most critical high-tech missions known to man or woman. And it's safe to say that he's done things most of us could only imagine. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating PGCPS Hall of Fame inductee and distinguished professional, Richard Arnold.
Richard Arnold, distinguished professional. NASA astronaut Richard Arnold is a traveler. From the depths of the world's only undersea lab to miles above Earth aboard the International Space Station. Arnold has a distinguished NASA career, but in his heart, he's a teacher. Arnold became a science teacher at John Hanson Middle School in Waldorf. Later, he would teach science and math to students around the world. But when Krista McAuliffe, NASA's first teacher in space, died with the crew in the Challenger explosion, his career took a different path. It was personal. Arnold applied and was selected to become an astronaut. In 2009, he was a mission specialist aboard the Discovery Shuttle mission, building the International Space Station. Less than 10 years later, he joined an elite group of astronauts, living aboard the space station for almost 200 days. Finally, Arnold was able to complete McAuliffe's lost lesson. Richard Arnold, teacher, explorer, dreamer. Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Arnold.
Thank you to the Excellence in Education Foundation for Prince George's County Public Schools. This has been a very pleasant surprise during a difficult year for all of us. It was my good fortune that my parents chose to move to Prince George's County and decide this was the place to call home and raise a family. I'm incredibly thankful for this wonderful award and accept it with gratitude and love for my family in honor of the past, current teachers of Whitehall Elementary School, Samuel Ogle Middle School, which was a junior high school when I was there, and Bowie High School. And the education, mentorship, and sense of community that I experienced in those schools served as a launch pad to my life's journey thus far. I'll be forever grateful for those amazing educators for all they have done for me and what they continue to do for all of us each and every day. Thank you.
Now that was a wow factor, right? All right, from a man who travels out of this world to a man who keeps his feet on the ground while entertaining the world over. Our last inductee is one of the most recognizable faces in television and on the big screen. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating PGCPS Hall of Fame inductee and second Distinguished Professional Award winner, Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence, Distinguished Professional. Martin Lawrence started as a contender. As a teenager in Landover, he became a Golden Gloves boxer. Luckily for us, he was also a class clown. He begged his teachers to give him the last 5 minutes of class. They did, and his comedy career was born. Martin's gift as a performer, producer, writer, and director transformed popular culture in the 1990s. He brought us Def Comedy Jam, House Party, Bad Boys, Big Mama's House. The hit television show Martin created some of the most iconic TV characters of all time. But it's Martin's raw talent that has inspired a generation of new comedians. In 2005, he received the BET Icon Comedy Award. Martin once said that humor is the key to the soul. Indeed. Martin Lawrence, entertainer, artist, champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Martin Lawrence.
What's up, Prince George's County? I am so proud to be a graduate of Eleanor Roosevelt High School, where one of my favorite teachers, Miss Henderson, AKA Froggy, gave me the opportunity to shine and test my comedy material at the end of her class. It is now my honor to be a PGCPS Hall of Famer. Thank you, Dr. Golson and the Hall of Fame Committee for this award. It is important to help our students reach their full potential. To show my appreciation of what the schools did for me, I'm going to make a donation to the Excellence in Education Foundation. Congrats to the other inductees. God bless.
Thank you, Martin, and thanks to all of our Hall of Fame inductees tonight. Man, what a class. So look, I told you earlier, we have a surprise for you, and I'm not going to disappoint. You've heard from politicians, chefs, entertainers, coaches, astronauts, and of course our students. Now you're going to hear from one of the baddest singers on the planet. And not only is he that, he's also homegrown, raised right here in Prince George's County. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Mr. Kenny Lattimore.
Hi, I'm Kenny Lattimore. I'm a proud alumnus of Prince George's County Public Schools and a graduate of Eleanor Roosevelt High School, class of 1985. And I'm thankful for teachers like Dr. Barbara Baker who believed in me and shaped the person that I am today. See, last year, I was inducted into the Prince George's County Public School Hall of Fame and honored to serve as an ambassador for this great school district. To all the new inductees who are now ambassadors, I want to encourage you to stay connected to your community. I may live in Los Angeles, but my heart is right there in Prince George's County where my journey began. So I want to invite you to become a part of something really special. It's partnering in education by joining the PGCPS Alumni Alliance. For a very small annual donation, you will help support quality educational experiences for all students through the Excellence in Education Foundation for PGCPS. Not only will you support Prince George's County students, but you'll also have access to corporate discount programs, exclusive savings, and perks not available to the general public. For our friends who didn't graduate from the Prince George's County Public Schools, it's okay, but you may still want to make a difference. So what you can do is you too can become a member of the Alliance and have access to the same savings and perks. So when I think about the kind of support that you will give to these students, it reminds me of one of my love songs. It's a very great expression of love to these students. For you I'd give a lifetime of stability, anything you want of me. Nothing is impossible for you. There are no words or ways to show my love or all the thoughts I'm thinking of. So let a student feel that love. Dr. Goldson, thank you again for your leadership and the honor of serving my school district. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Kenny, for that amazing surprise. I want to take this time to thank everyone who worked together to make this program possible. We all know how important this work is, and I'm so proud of the team spirit shown by the entire planning team. I also want to congratulate the 2020 Hall of Fame inductees. In your own unique ways, you inspired us all, and I'm honored to welcome you into our Hall of Fame. Lastly, I want to thank you at home. Your support of Prince George's County Public Schools motivates me each day to do my job better and to get it right. So thank you. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the effects of COVID-19. This year has not been easy to navigate, but this program reinforces the significance of our mission. We are cultivating the future Hall of Fame inductees. Throughout this program, you've heard how our school district is thriving. But I'm convinced the best is yet to come. Thank you for watching. And Cayman, as I pass it back to you, I want to thank you as well for being such a great host. You were fantastic.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Golson. I really appreciate those kind words. It's been my pleasure to be your host. And also, I want to say thank you to the MGM National Harbor for being such gracious hosts to us. And let's hope next year we can all be back here together again, October 2021. Mark your calendars, because you're not going to want to miss it. But I'm going to send this over to Marcus Johnson to play us out of here in class and high style. So let it flow, Marcus, and thanks, everybody. Hope to see you next year.
Cayman, once again, thank you so much, and thank you for joining us for this program. It's been great to be here and watch the Prince George's County Public School Foundation in the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to all of the awardees tonight, but most importantly, congratulations to you, the Prince George's County community. Someone who has a lot of education going from public school to private institutions, Howard University, then going on and getting a law degree and an MBA from Georgetown. and then teaching at these institutions, it is very important the work that the public school system is doing here. And to have gone into some of these schools and see what you're doing, my hat is off to you. And it's an honor to be here to celebrate with you as you continue your great legacy in Prince George's County. So we're going to take it out with you. I hope to see you again next year and continue to support your community. And as I always say, I love you, I love you, love you. Always do your flow.
Hold on, wait. Honorees, sponsors, and invited guests. The party's not over. The much-anticipated PGCPS Hall of Fame VIP virtual after party is up next, featuring Grammy Award-winning DJ, producer, rapper, and songwriter Spinderella. Get ready to kick off your shoes in celebration of this year's honorees. VIPs, we'll see you on Zoom.